Hello, beautiful soul. I want you to take a moment right now and just breathe with me. Feel yourself settling into this space where we can be together, where your heart can open to the possibilities that are waiting for you. I know you're here because something inside you is calling for change. Something inside you knows that you deserve more than what you're experiencing right now. Maybe you've been trying so hard to create the life you want. Maybe you've read the books, tried the visualizations, spoken the affirmations, and still feel like you're pushing against a wall that won't budge. Maybe you lie awake at night wondering why others seem to attract what they want so easily, while you feel stuck in the same patterns, the same struggles, the same disappointments. If this sounds familiar, I want you to know that you're not alone, and more importantly, you're not broken. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing you need to fix or change about who you are at your core. What we're going to explore together is simply a way to work with the natural rhythms of your mind and body to create the life your heart truly desires. We're going to discover how to use the most powerful time of your day, those precious moments before you drift into sleep, to plant seeds of transformation that will grow while you rest. You see, every single night you have an opportunity that most people completely overlook. Every night, as you prepare for sleep, your mind enters a state where it becomes incredibly receptive to new ideas, new beliefs, and new possibilities. This isn't just wishful thinking. This is how your mind actually works. The thoughts you think and the words you speak in those drowsy moments before sleep become the foundation for tomorrow's reality. Tonight, I'm going to share with you a simple practice that can change everything. It's so simple that your logical mind might want to dismiss it. But I've seen this practice work miracles in the lives of countless people who were willing to trust the process and give it a chance. All it requires is a pen, a piece of paper, and 10 minutes of your time before you close your eyes each night. This practice isn't about forcing the universe to give you what you want. It's about aligning yourself with the natural flow of creation that's always moving through you. It's about working with your subconscious mind instead of against it. It's about discovering that you already have everything you need to create the life you desire. You just need to learn how to use the tools you were born with. Some of you might be thinking that you've tried writing things down before and it didn't work. Maybe you've kept journals or written goals or made lists of what you want. But what we're going to do together is different. This isn't just about writing down your dreams and hopes. This is about using the specific power of repetition, the magic of handwriting, and the sacred energy of bedtime to reprogram your subconscious mind for success. What I want you to understand is that your subconscious mind is always listening. It's always recording the thoughts you think most often, the words you speak most frequently, and the feelings you experience most deeply. Right now, your subconscious mind is creating your tomorrow based on what you've been feeding it today. If you've been feeding it worry, doubt, and fear, then those are the seeds that are growing in the garden of your life. But starting tonight, you can begin planting different seeds. As we move forward together, I want you to open your heart to the possibility that change can be gentle. Change doesn't have to be hard or painful or require you to struggle. Sometimes the most powerful transformations happen quietly, softly, in the sacred space between waking and sleeping. Sometimes the most profound shifts occur when we stop trying so hard and start trusting the wisdom that lives within us. You have within you right now everything you need to create a life that fills you with joy. You have the power to attract love, abundance, health, and happiness. You have the ability to release old patterns that no longer serve you and embrace new ways of being that support your highest good. This power isn't something you need to earn or deserve. It's your birthright as a human being. The practice I'm about to share with you works because it honors the way your mind naturally functions. It works because it aligns with the rhythm of your body's natural cycles. It works because it connects you to the infinite creative power that flows through all of life. And most importantly, it works because you are worthy of having your desires fulfilled. Now, let's begin this journey together. Let's explore how those quiet moments before sleep can become the most powerful part of your day. Let's discover how a simple piece of paper and a pen can become tools of transformation. Let's learn how writing the same beautiful words 10 times each night can open doorways to possibilities you never thought were available to you. There's something truly magical that happens in those precious moments before you drift into sleep. Your conscious mind, which has been working so hard all day long, finally begins to relax its grip. The analytical part of your brain that questions everything, that doubts and worries and plans, starts to quiet down. And in that soft space between being awake and being asleep, your subconscious mind opens like a flower opening to the morning sun. This isn't just poetry. This is actually how your brain works. Scientists have discovered that as you transition from wakefulness to sleep, your brain waves shift into patterns that make you incredibly receptive to new information. Your subconscious mind, which controls so much of your daily experience, becomes like soft clay that can be gently molded and shaped. During the day, your conscious mind acts like a guard at the door of your subconscious. It filters everything, analyzing whether new thoughts and ideas should be allowed in. It protects you from information that contradicts what you already believe about yourself and your life. But at bedtime, this guard relaxes and steps aside. The door to your subconscious mind opens wide, and whatever you choose to feed it in those moments will be accepted as truth. This is why the thoughts you think before sleep are so incredibly important. If you fall asleep worrying about money, your subconscious mind takes that worry and weaves it into your dreams and your tomorrow. If you drift off thinking about everything that went wrong today, your subconscious mind assumes that's what you want more of and begins creating more experiences like those. But if you consciously choose to fill those pre-sleep moments with thoughts of gratitude, love, and positive expectation, your subconscious mind begins working all night long to make those thoughts your reality. What most people don't realize is that your subconscious mind never sleeps. While your body rests and your conscious mind dreams, your subconscious mind is always active, always working, always creating. It's sorting through the experiences of your day, filing away memories, healing your body, and most importantly, it's planning your tomorrow based on the instructions you've given it. Think of your subconscious mind as the most loyal friend you could ever have. It never questions your instructions. It never argues with you or tells you that your dreams are impossible. Whatever you tell it with feeling and conviction, it accepts as absolute truth and immediately begins working to make it real in your life. This is both the blessing and the responsibility of being human. You are constantly programming your subconscious mind with your thoughts, words, and emotions. The beautiful thing about bedtime is that it's a natural reset button. No matter what kind of day you've had, no matter what thoughts have been running through your mind, no matter what challenges you've faced, bedtime gives you a fresh opportunity to plant new seeds in the garden of your subconscious mind. It's like having a magic wand that you can wave each night to transform your tomorrow. When you understand this truth, you begin to see bedtime differently. Instead of just falling into bed exhausted from your day, you start to approach those evening moments with intention and purpose. You realize that the last thoughts you think and the last words you speak before sleep are some of the most powerful moments of your entire day. They are your opportunity to consciously choose what you want to create in your life. The reason this works so beautifully is that your subconscious mind processes information differently than your conscious mind. Your conscious mind thinks in linear time, past, present, and future. But your subconscious mind lives in an eternal now. When you feed it positive, loving thoughts before sleep, it doesn't think, maybe someday this will happen. It thinks, this is happening now, and begins reorganizing your entire reality to match that truth. This is also why the time before sleep is so much more powerful than any other time of day for this kind of work. During your busy day, your conscious mind is constantly interfering, constantly judging and analyzing and doubting. But in those drowsy moments before sleep, your conscious mind finally gets out of the way and allows your subconscious mind to receive your instructions clearly and purely. Your subconscious mind is also deeply connected to what many people call the universal mind, the infinite intelligence that governs all of life. When you program your subconscious mind with clear, positive intentions before sleep, you're not just changing your own thoughts and beliefs. You're actually connecting with the creative force of the universe itself, asking it to help you manifest your desires through the natural laws that govern all of creation. There's something almost sacred about the writing process that goes far beyond simply putting words on paper. When you take a pen in your hand and begin to write, you're engaging your whole being in the act of creation. You're not just thinking about what you want, you're literally drawing it into physical reality through the movement of your hand and the flow of ink onto paper. Writing by hand creates neural pathways in your brain that typing on a keyboard or speaking aloud simply cannot match. When you form letters with your hand, you're activating parts of your brain that are directly connected to memory, emotion, and creativity. You're literally rewiring your neural networks to support the reality you're creating with each word you write. Scientists have discovered that the act of handwriting engages your brain in ways that make information stick more deeply and permanently. When you write something by hand, you're not just recording information. You're embedding it into your consciousness at a cellular level. Your brain interprets the physical act of writing as evidence that this information is important, and it stores it accordingly. But the magic of writing goes even deeper than neuroscience. There's something about the physical process of forming words with your own hand that connects you to the creative force that flows through all of life. Every time you write, you're participating in the same creative process that brings everything into existence. You're taking invisible thoughts and making them visible. You're taking intangible desires and giving them form and substance. When you write down your desires, you're making a declaration to the universe. You're saying, this is what I choose to create in my life in a way that engages your whole being, your mind, your body, your emotions, and your spirit. You're creating a physical record of your intentions that your subconscious mind can refer to again and again. The power of repetition in rewiring your subconscious mind cannot be overstated. Your subconscious mind learns through repetition, just like a child learns to walk by taking the same steps over and over until walking becomes automatic. When you write the same positive statement 10 times before sleep, you're teaching your subconscious mind a new way of thinking about yourself and your life. Each time you write your desire statement, you're strengthening the neural pathway associated with that belief. The first time you write it, you're creating a tiny trail in the forest of your mind. The second time, you're making that trail a little clearer. By the 10th time, you've created a well-worn path that your thoughts can easily follow. And when you repeat this process night after night, that path becomes a superhighway of positive expectation. Repetition also helps you move beyond the resistance of your logical mind. The first time you write, I am attracting abundant wealth into my life, Your mind might immediately respond with all the reasons why that's not true. But by the third or fourth repetition, your mind starts to relax. By the seventh or eighth time, you begin to feel the truth of those words. And by the 10th time, you're writing from a place of genuine belief and expectation. There's also something deeply meditative about the process of writing the same words 10 times. It creates a rhythm that calms your nervous system and shifts your brain waves into patterns that are ideal for programming your subconscious mind. The repetitive motion of writing becomes like a gentle lullaby that rocks your conscious mind to sleep while keeping your subconscious mind alert and receptive. Throughout history, spiritual traditions from around the world have recognized the power of written repetition. Ancient scribes would copy sacred texts by hand, not just to preserve the words, but because they understood that the act of writing spiritual truths would embed those truths into their consciousness. Monks would spend hours copying prayers and mantras, knowing that each word they wrote was transforming them from the inside out. This practice honors that ancient wisdom while making it accessible to anyone with a pen and paper. You don't need special training or years of study. You don't need to understand complex metaphysical concepts or ancient languages. All you need is the willingness to pick up a pen each night and write your heart's desire 10 times with love and intention. The words you choose to write each night are like seeds that you're planting in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. Just as a gardener carefully selects the best seeds for the garden, you want to choose your words with love and intention. The statement you write 10 times before sleep will become the blueprint that your subconscious mind follows as it creates your tomorrow. So it's important to craft it with care. The first step in creating your desire statement is to get really clear about what you truly want. This might sound simple, but many people struggle with this because they've spent so much time focusing on what they don't want that they've forgotten how to clearly identify what they do want. Take some quiet time to go within and ask yourself what would make your heart sing. What would bring you the deepest joy and fulfillment? What experiences do you long for? What feelings do you want to have more of in your life? Sometimes what we think we want is just a symbol for something deeper. You might think you want a bigger house, but what you really want is the feeling of security and comfort. You might think you want a specific amount of money, but what you really want is the freedom and peace of mind that money represents. You might think you want a romantic partner, but what you really want is to experience deep love and connection. When you identify the feeling behind your desire, you can create a statement that addresses the essence of what you're truly seeking. Your desire statement should always be written in the present tense, as if what you want is already happening in your life. This is crucial because your subconscious mind doesn't understand future tense. When you write, "I will be happy," your subconscious mind keeps your happiness safely in the future where it can never be reached. But when you write, "I am happy and joyful," your subconscious mind begins creating experiences that match that statement right now. The words "I am" are two of the most powerful words in any language. Whatever follows "I am" becomes a command to your subconscious mind and to the universe itself. When you write "I am," you're claiming your identity, declaring your truth, and announcing to all of creation who you choose to be. This is why your desire statement should begin with these magical words whenever possible. Your statement should also be personal and specific to you. Instead of writing something generic like, "I am successful," you might write, "I am attracting the perfect opportunities to share my gifts with the world." Instead of "I am wealthy," you might write, "I am open to receiving abundance from expected and unexpected sources." The more personally meaningful your statement is to you, the more emotional energy you'll put behind it, and emotion is the fuel that powers manifestation. Keep your statement positive and focus on what you want to attract rather than what you want to avoid. Your subconscious mind doesn't process negative words very well. When you write, "I am not afraid," your subconscious mind focuses on the word afraid. Instead, write, "I am confident and courageous." When you write, "I don't want to be alone," your subconscious mind focuses on alone. Instead, write, "I am surrounded by loving relationships." Make sure your statement feels believable to you, or at least possible. If you're currently struggling financially and you write, "I am a millionaire," your conscious mind will reject that statement so strongly that it will create resistance rather than receptivity. Instead, you might write, "I am attracting increasing abundance into my life," or "money flows to me easily and joyfully." You can always expand your statement as your beliefs grow stronger and your manifestations begin to appear. Your statement should feel good when you write it. It should create a warm, expansive feeling in your heart and body. If writing your statement makes you feel anxious or doubtful, it might be too big a stretch for where you are right now, and you may want to adjust it to something that feels more comfortable. The goal is to create a statement that fills you with hope and positive expectation every time you write it. Some examples of powerful desire statements might be, "I am attracting my perfect life partner who loves and appreciates me completely." "I am creating work that fulfills my soul and provides abundant income." "I am healthy, vibrant, and full of energy." "I am worthy of all the love and happiness life has to offer." "I am guided and protected by divine love in everything I do." Notice how each of these statements is positive, present tense, personal, and creates a feeling of expansion and possibility. Once you've crafted your perfect desire statement, you're ready to begin the beautiful ritual that will transform your nights and your life. This isn't just about mechanically writing words on paper. This is a sacred practice that deserves your full attention and intention. The way you approach this ritual will determine how powerful it becomes in your life. Begin by choosing a special notebook or journal that you use only for this practice. It doesn't have to be expensive or fancy, but it should feel special to you. Some people prefer beautiful bound journals, while others are perfectly happy with a simple spiral notebook. What matters is that this book is dedicated solely to your evening manifestation practice. This makes it sacred space for your dreams and desires. About 30 minutes before you normally go to sleep, create a peaceful environment in your bedroom or wherever you choose to do your writing. Turn off the television, put your phone aside, and dim the lights. You might light a candle or play soft, gentle music if that helps you feel more relaxed and centered. The goal is to create an atmosphere that signals to your mind and body that this is a special, intentional time. Sit comfortably with your journal and pen. Take several deep, slow breaths and allow your body to relax. Feel yourself settling into this sacred time with yourself. You might want to say a little prayer or set an intention for your practice, asking that your words be received by your subconscious mind with love and that they manifest for your highest good and the good of all. Now write your desire statement slowly and mindfully. Don't rush through this process. Feel each word as you write it. Let yourself really absorb the meaning of what you're writing. As you form each letter, imagine that you're literally drawing your desire into existence. The first time you write your statement, you might notice thoughts or feelings of doubt arising. This is perfectly normal. Just acknowledge those thoughts gently and return your attention to your writing. With each repetition, allow yourself to sink deeper into the feeling of your desire already being fulfilled. By the third or fourth time you write your statement, you should start to feel a shift in your energy. You might notice a warm feeling in your chest, a sense of excitement, or a peaceful knowing that what you desire is on its way to you. This is your indication that you're successfully programming your subconscious mind. The number 10 has special significance in this practice. In numerology, 10 represents completion and new beginnings. It's the number of cycles fulfilled and fresh starts. When you write your statement exactly 10 times, you're creating a complete energetic package that your subconscious mind recognizes as finished and ready for manifestation. Fewer repetitions might not create enough momentum, while more repetitions could actually dilute the energy by making the practice feel tedious or mechanical. As you write your statement for the 10th and final time, put extra love and gratitude into those words. Thank your subconscious mind for receiving your instructions. Thank the universe for conspiring to help you manifest your desires. End your practice with a feeling of completion and trust, knowing that you've done your part and now you can relax and allow the magic to unfold. After you've finished writing, spend a few moments in silence, holding the feeling of your desire fulfilled in your heart. Don't worry about how your desire will manifest or when it will appear. Your job is simply to plant the seed with love and then trust the natural process of growth that follows. Close your journal, put it aside, and prepare for sleep with a heart full of gratitude and anticipation. I know that as you begin this practice, you might encounter some resistance. Your logical mind might whisper that this is too simple to work, that you're just wasting time, that nothing will really change. This is the voice of old programming trying to keep you stuck in familiar patterns, even if those patterns don't serve you. When these thoughts arise, it's important to work with them gently rather than fighting against them. The first thing to understand about resistance is that it's actually a good sign. It means you're attempting to create change, and change always brings up the parts of you that prefer things to stay the same. Your subconscious mind has been running the same programs for years, maybe decades, and it's naturally suspicious of anything that threatens to disrupt those familiar patterns. When you feel resistance, it means you're on the right track. Instead of fighting with doubtful thoughts, try acknowledging them with compassion. You might say to yourself, I notice that part of me is feeling doubtful about this practice, and that's okay. It's natural to feel uncertain when trying something new. I'm going to continue with love and see what happens. This gentle approach prevents you from creating a war within yourself, which only strengthens the resistance. Sometimes resistance shows up as forgetfulness. You might find yourself forgetting to do your writing practice, or suddenly feeling too tired to pick up your pen. When this happens, gently remind yourself that your dreams and desires are worth 10 minutes of your time each night. You might even write a little note to yourself and place it where you'll see it before bed, reminding yourself of your commitment to your own transformation. Other times, resistance might show up as skepticism about whether you deserve what you're asking for. Old voices might whisper that you're not good enough, smart enough, or worthy enough to have your desires fulfilled. When these thoughts arise, remind yourself that every person on this planet deserves to experience joy, love, and fulfillment. You don't have to earn your worthiness. It's your birthright as a divine being having a human experience. Some people worry that they're being selfish by focusing on their own desires. But the truth is that when you create a life that fills you with joy and fulfillment, you become a gift to everyone around you. You can't give from an empty cup, and you can't share love and abundance if you don't first allow yourself to receive them. By manifesting your desires, you're actually serving the world by becoming the brightest, most authentic version of yourself. The key to working with resistance is to hold your desires lightly. This doesn't mean you don't care about them or that you're not committed to your practice. It means you're not attached to exactly how or when they manifest. You're not trying to control the universe or force outcomes. You're simply planting seeds with love and trust, then allowing the natural process of growth to unfold in its own perfect timing. When you release attachment to specific outcomes, you actually increase the likelihood of your desires manifesting because you're not creating energetic blocks with worry and impatience. You're flowing with life rather than swimming against the current. You're cooperating with the universe rather than trying to micromanage it. Your body is not separate from your mind. They are partners in the beautiful dance of creation that is your life. Every thought you think creates a corresponding feeling in your body, and every emotion you experience sends signals throughout your entire being. When you understand this profound connection, you can use your body as a powerful ally in manifesting your desires. As you write your desire statement each night, pay attention to what happens in your body. Notice where you feel warmth, expansion, or tingling sensations. These physical responses are signs that your body is aligning with the energy of your desire. Your cells are literally reorganizing themselves to match the vibration of what you're creating. Your heart rate might quicken with excitement, your breathing might deepen with relief, or you might feel a gentle buzzing throughout your entire being. These bodily sensations are not just side effects of your practice, they are essential ingredients in the manifestation process. Emotion is energy in motion, and it's this emotional energy that gives power to your written words. When you write your desire statement while feeling the emotions associated with having that desire fulfilled, you're creating a complete vibrational signature that the universe can easily recognize and respond to. One of the most powerful ways to enhance your writing practice is through conscious breathing. Before you begin writing, take several deep breaths and imagine breathing in the energy of your fulfilled desire. With each inhale, breathe in gratitude, joy, and positive expectation. With each exhale, release any doubt, fear, or resistance that might be blocking your manifestation. This simple breathing practice helps shift your nervous system from stress mode into receptivity mode. As you write each repetition of your desire statement, maintain awareness of your breath. Breathe slowly and deeply, allowing each breath to carry your words deeper into your subconscious mind. Some people find it helpful to write one word with each breath, while others prefer to write an entire phrase on each exhale. Find the rhythm that feels most natural and soothing to you. Your posture while writing also affects the energy of your practice. Sit with your spine straight but relaxed, your feet flat on the floor, and your heart open. This posture helps energy flow freely through your body and creates a sense of dignity and worthiness. Avoid writing while slouched or lying down, as these positions can create energetic stagnation that interferes with the manifestation process. Gratitude is perhaps the most powerful emotion you can cultivate while doing your writing practice. As you write your desire statement, feel genuinely grateful that what you desire is already on its way to you. Gratitude is a magnetic force that attracts more of what you appreciate into your life. It also helps dissolve any feelings of lack or desperation that might be blocking your manifestation. You can enhance the physical aspect of your practice by placing your non-writing hand over your heart while you write. This simple gesture connects you to the wisdom and power of your heart center, which many spiritual traditions consider to be the seat of manifestation. Feel the warmth of your hand on your chest and imagine your heart expanding with each word you write. Some people find it helpful to write with their non-dominant hand occasionally. This engages different neural pathways and can help bypass mental resistance. Writing with your non-dominant hand often feels more childlike and playful, which can open you to greater possibilities and wonder. Don't worry if the writing looks messy. The universe doesn't judge your penmanship. Your body also communicates with you through subtle sensations and feelings that can guide your manifestation practice. If you feel tension or constriction while writing a particular desire statement, it might be a sign that you need to adjust the wording to something that feels more aligned. If you feel expansion and lightness, you know you're on the right track. The practice of writing your desires before sleep doesn't end when you close your journal. The energy you've created through your writing continues to work through you in your daily life, and there are many ways to support and amplify this energy as you go about your regular activities. One of the most important things you can do is to stay alert for signs and synchronicities that indicate your desire is manifesting. The universe is always speaking to you through symbols, coincidences, and unexpected opportunities. When you're actively manifesting something, you'll often notice license plates, billboards, conversations, or songs that relate to your desire. These are not mere coincidences. They are confirmations that your manifestation is in progress. Pay attention to the people who show up in your life after you begin your writing practice. Often, the universe sends us exactly the right people at exactly the right time to help us manifest our desires. This might be someone who offers you a job opportunity, introduces you to your future partner, or simply provides encouragement when you need it most. Stay open to receiving help from unexpected sources. Your daily action should align with the energy of your desire whenever possible. If you're manifesting abundance, act abundantly within your current means. If you're manifesting love, be loving toward yourself and others. If you're manifesting health, make choices that support your well-being. These aligned actions demonstrate to the universe that you're serious about your desire and ready to receive it. This doesn't mean you need to take huge, dramatic actions. Small, consistent steps that align with your desire are often more powerful than grand gestures. If you're manifesting a new career, you might update your resume, research companies you'd love to work for, or take a class to develop new skills. If you're manifesting a relationship, you might practice self-love, clear out space in your home for a partner, or simply smile more often at strangers. Trust your intuition about which actions to take. Your inner guidance system knows exactly what steps will support your manifestation most effectively. Sometimes you'll feel inspired to make a phone call, apply for a position, or attend an event that you wouldn't normally consider. These intuitive nudges are often the universe's way of guiding you toward your manifestation. It's also important to release your attachment to exactly how your desire will manifest. The universe has access to infinite possibilities and resources that your limited human perspective cannot imagine. When you stay open to unexpected pathways, you allow your desire to manifest in ways that might be even better than what you originally envisioned. Practice patience and trust in the timing of your manifestations. Everything in nature has its own perfect timing. Flowers bloom when they're ready, fruit ripens at the right moment, and babies are born when the time is right. Your desires also have their own divine timing, and trying to force or rush the process usually creates resistance that slows things down. Celebrate small signs of progress along the way. If you're manifesting abundance and you find $1 on the street, celebrate that as evidence that money is flowing to you. If you're manifesting love and you have a wonderful conversation with a stranger, celebrate that as evidence that connection is growing in your life. These small celebrations raise your vibration and attract even more of what you desire. Over the years, countless people have shared with me the miraculous transformations that have occurred in their lives through simple practices like the one we're exploring together. While every person's story is unique, there are common themes that emerge when people align their thoughts, emotions, and actions with their deepest desires. There was a woman who had been struggling financially for years, barely making ends meet despite working multiple jobs. She felt trapped in a cycle of lack and couldn't see any way out. After learning about the power of bedtime writing, she began writing, I am attracting abundant opportunities to share my gifts with the world 10 times each night. Within 3 weeks, a former colleague contacted her about a consulting opportunity that paid more than all her other jobs combined. Within 6 months, she had built a thriving business doing work that she loved. Another person had been lonely for years, feeling invisible and disconnected from others, despite living in a large city surrounded by millions of people. Each night, they wrote, "I am surrounded by loving, supportive relationships 10 times before sleep." The transformation began subtly. Neighbors started saying hello, coworkers invited them to lunch, and old friends reached out unexpectedly. Within a few months, their social life was fuller and richer than it had ever been, and they met someone special at a community event they felt inspired to attend. A man who had been dealing with chronic health issues that doctors couldn't seem to resolve decided to try writing, "My body is healing and becoming stronger every day, each night." He noticed that his sleep improved first, then his energy levels began to increase. He felt inspired to try new healthy foods and found an exercise routine that he actually enjoyed. Gradually, his symptoms began to disappear, and his doctors were amazed by his improvement. These stories might sound too good to be true, but they illustrate an important principle about how manifestation works. The changes don't usually happen overnight in dramatic, miraculous ways. Instead, they tend to unfold naturally and organically, as if the universe is gently rearranging circumstances to support your desires. Often the manifestations come through such normal, logical channels that you might initially think they're just coincidences. What's beautiful about these transformations is that they always seem to bring more than what was originally requested. The woman who attracted financial abundance also discovered work that gave her life deep meaning and purpose. The person who manifested friendship also found romantic love. The man who healed his body also discovered a passion for healthy living that enriched his entire life. This is how the universe works. When you align with your desires through love and positive intention, you often receive more blessings than you even knew to ask for. The key element in all these success stories is consistency. None of these people wrote their desire statement once or twice and then gave up. They committed to the practice night after night, even when they couldn't see immediate results. They trusted the process and continued planting seeds of positive intention, knowing that growth was happening beneath the surface, even when they couldn't see it yet. Another common thread in transformation stories is the element of inspired action. People don't just write their desires and then sit passively waiting for miracles to occur. They stay alert for opportunities and feel inspired to take steps that align with their desires. The universe provides the opportunities, but we must be willing to recognize them and act on them when they appear. Many people also report that the practice of nightly writing begins to shift their overall perspective on life. They become more optimistic, more grateful, and more aware of the abundance that already exists around them. This shift in perception often proves to be just as valuable as the specific manifestations they were seeking, because it creates a foundation for ongoing happiness and success. It's also worth noting that sometimes what manifests isn't exactly what was written, but something even better that addresses the deeper need behind the original desire. A person writing about wanting a specific job might end up with a different position that offers even greater satisfaction and growth opportunities. Someone seeking a particular relationship might attract a partnership that's more loving and compatible than what they initially imagined. The practice we've been exploring together is simple, but don't let its simplicity fool you into thinking it's not powerful. Some of the most transformative forces in the universe operate through the gentlest means. A tiny seed contains within it the potential for a mighty tree. A single loving thought can change the entire trajectory of a life. and 10 simple sentences written with intention before sleep can open doorways to possibilities you never imagined. As you begin this practice tonight, remember that you're not just writing words on paper. You're participating in the fundamental creative process of the universe. You're using the same force that creates stars and flowers and everything beautiful in existence. You're acknowledging your own divine nature and your inherent right to live a life filled with joy, love, and fulfillment. Your desires are not random wants or selfish wishes. They are the universe's way of calling you toward your highest potential. Every desire you feel is actually a glimpse of what's possible for your life, a preview of the gifts that are waiting to unfold through you. When you honor your desires by writing them with love and intention, you're honoring the creative force that placed those desires in your heart. Start with just one desire statement that feels most important to you right now. Write it 10 times before sleep tonight, feeling the truth of those words with each repetition. Trust that your subconscious mind is receiving your instructions and beginning the beautiful work of transformation even as you sleep. Tomorrow night, do it again, and the night after that. Give this practice at least 30 days to work its magic in your life. Be patient with yourself as you learn this new way of being. Be gentle with any resistance that arises. Be open to receiving your good in unexpected ways and through unexpected channels. Most importantly, be willing to believe that you deserve to have your heart's desires fulfilled because you absolutely do. The universe is conspiring to support your happiness and success in every moment. Your subconscious mind is your faithful partner in creating the life you long for. Your written words have the power to reshape your reality from the inside out. And you have everything you need within you right now to begin transforming your life, one night and 10 written statements at a time. Sweet dreams, beautiful soul. May your sleep be peaceful, your manifestations be swift, and your awakening be filled with joy and possibility. The life you desire is not just a dream. It's your destiny waiting to unfold. Trust the process, trust yourself, and trust in the infinite love that is always supporting your highest good. Your transformation begins tonight.